What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So slowly but surely over the last several weeks, I've been doing some of my favorites of certain affordable Middle Eastern houses. I've done Latafa, I've done Armaf already. I'm trying to remember, I believe I've done another one as well. But in this video, we're going to go over Khadlaj Perfumes. Now, I have three specifically. I have more than three from them, but these are the three that I gravitate to. These are three that compelled me to do individual reviews on them because these are three that I really enjoy. And I want to talk to you about them, so stay tuned. Before we jump too far into this, all three of these can be found from Aroma Concepts. The good folks over there is actually where I got these three bottles. If you're interested in checking them out, I have the North American and the European links to their sites down below with the 10% off code. Now let's jump into this. So believe it or not, these are ranked, and number 3, which is not a bad thing because like I said, I have more than 3 from the house. These are just my absolute favorites, is the blue fragrance of the bunch. So this one in particular, some people will say it's Bleu de Chanel mixed with Invictus. Some say Bleu de Chanel mixed with Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal. I think the latter. I think it's got more of Scandal sweetness to it. This is Khadlaj Shiyaaka Blue. I just recently did a review of this one. I wore it as soon as last week at the recording of this video. Beautiful citrus at the top, but it still has this caramel-like sweetness. That's why I think there's a little bit of Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal going on in here. There's a floral heart to this fragrance, but I don't really get much of a flowery smell, but I do get a little bit of powder. This is a good one. This is a different twist on a blue fragrance, I have to say. If you want a sweet blue, that's basically the way I would categorize this. It's not just the color scheme. It's very mass appealing, very versatile, but leans to the sweeter side of things. It's very playful in that manner. There's nothing serious about this. This is not a fragrance I would dress up. Great daily wear for somebody that likes the more casual, sweet fragrances. Performance is actually pretty nice on this one. 8+ hours on my skin every time I've sprayed it. And it's one you don't need a lot. It's pretty loud at first, it is. Look, it's not a cloying, room-filling monster, but if you spray this one heavy, it's pretty sweet. It can be cloying. Imagine very sweet with some powdery nuances. Could be a bit much for you heavy sprayers, so obviously spray as you please, but for me, this is a 5, 6, 7 spray if I'm feeling frisky type of fragrance. Really, you can get away with 3, but good stuff. Definitely worth checking out if you're tired of the same old Ambroxan, Ambergris, Amberwood blues and you like sweet fragrances, but you still want some of what makes a blue fragrance, the citruses, the freshness and stuff like that. You're going to want to check out Khadlaj Shiyaaka Blue. This next one continues to surprise me. I put it up there with my top 3 affordable Aventus clones. Now, this isn't a one-to-one clone. This is a much more woodsy take on Aventus. This is Khadlaj Infini Absolute. Interesting bottle. For sure, very hefty, and believe it or not, this cap is very hefty as well. Quality's great. You do get a lot of the fruitiness. You don't get all of the smoke. You get a lot of the black currant, though, and like I said, very woodsy vetiver type of smell as it dries. Even a little bit of an earthy, spiced tone in the backdrop. You're not going to get a hefty dose of florals. It's not super musky. Like I said, I don't really get any musk or anything like that, but man, this is a good one. It continues to impress me. If it wasn't for the last one we're going to discuss here in a minute, this would be my favorite. This is good stuff. I have to say, I put this up there with Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum, which is my favorite version of the CDNM fragrance. We'll just use the acronym. And Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense, which again is not a clone. That's its own twist. Like this is its own twist. That's more black currant oak moss. This is more woods and fruits. This is... still has that darkness to it. It's still extremely masculine. Dare I say even more masculine than even Aventus is because of all this earthy woodsiness that it has going on. Very good performer. Everything in this video is a very good performer. And this is one that I think a lot more people would appreciate if they give it a chance. Like I said, top 3 affordable Aventus inspired fragrance for me. It's Khadlaj Infini Absolute. Last but not least, my favorite. Some of you may have guessed it. I did a full review on this one. It is pretty much spot on to Reflection Man from Amouage. It is Shiaka. Not Shiaka Red, just Shiaka. This is the base fragrance in this line. Blue is not a flanker to this, just for some reason it's in the same line. But with this, I get that herbal green feel, that powderiness, the soapy white floral neroli smell. that creamy yet powdery orris butter that's in here. Now the Lang-a-Lang stands out a little bit more to me. I get a little bit more of a yellow floral hit in this than I do the original. I do have Reflection Man, but this is, I mean, the quality's great. I wouldn't put it on the same tier as Amouage's quality of oils, but it's still a very good quality. This does not smell cheap and synthetic, and I would say it's every bit of at least 90% accurate, probably a little bit better than that, 90% accurate or better, 90+% is what we'll say to kind of give a little bit of wiggle room there. With just, this is the monster of the three. This is the best performing one. I've clocked it over 10 hours. This is, and it's loud. It's loud. I haven't done more than 5 sprays. The second time I wore it, I actually dialed it back to 3 sprays. Because the first time, I think 5 sprays was a little more than I actually needed. This one has a class and elegance. I mean, it's based around that beautiful, woodsy, kind of vegetal, herbal, floral fragrance. Very classy stuff. You know, I've noticed that Lamal over the years has been compared to Reflection Man. I can see some of the same vibe, but I don't really get so much the same scent profile. I guess I kind of get where people are coming from. But I mean, comparatively, I don't get Lamal from this. But boy, I sure get one, you know, almost spot on Reflection Man. I haven't tried everything. I know there's Revolution from Paris Corner in the Killer Oud line. I'd like to try that one, but I don't know. It's got big shoes to fill because this is such an impressive take, an impressive, affordable take on Reflection Man. I don't really know if it can be topped. Hence the reason it's my favorite from the house. It's just that damn good. If you're only going to look into getting one of my 3 favorites, let it be Khadlaj Shiyaaka. Well, that was my 3 favorites from the house of Khadlaj Perfumes. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. Of my 3 favorites, have you tried any of these 3? Do you have a totally different set of 3 if you're familiar with the brand? Because like I said, I have 3 or 4 other fragrances from the house. And while all of them are at least decent and good, these really stand out to me. These made me want to wear them. These made me want to spend time and review them and do videos on them individually. All 3 of these I have full reviews on. If you want further information beyond what you gather from here, just check the channel, type in TLTG and the name of the fragrance, and the video will pop up. So with that said, like I said, there's links down below if you want to check them out. Until next time, guys, have a good one.